Okay, so hi there everyone. We're now on our playlist and course in mathematics in the modern world. What you're looking in your screens is the our lesson in Fibonacci numbers, and Fibonacci numbers is one of our topics in our module, the nature of mathematics. Okay, so I'm just going to give you some introduction in the module. So this module aims to answer commonly asked questions, facts like, what is mathematics? What is it for? Is it really important in our lives? Is it true that mathematics is present everywhere? So the lessons contained in this module will introduce you to the beauty of mathematics, and you'll get to see it as more than just numbers and calculations. It's more than meets the eye. As you go along with the learning tasks and the learning lessons, the modules, the topics, you will be able to examine the nature and its structure, and appreciate it as well, mathematics, on how it helps keep regularities, and actually it's the imprint beauty of the world. So I want to quote here before we start Ian Stewart. He said that mathematics is a systematic way of digging out the rules and structure that lie behind some observed pattern or regularity, and using these rules and structures to explain what is going on. So one of which is what you're looking at your screens right now. We call this the Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so first, before we even get to define or get a glimpse of what these Fibonacci numbers are, I want you to count at the petals at each flower here. So actually, there are three. You can see calla lily, trillium, and hibiscus. But actually, there are more below. It cannot just fit the screen. But okay, let's count how many. First, let's have it here. Let's count how many petals do we have in this calla lily. Okay, so there's only one petal here in our calla lily. Just a moment. So there's only one petal here. How about this trillium? All right, so you can see from the from the prefix of the word or the name of the flower, there are three. So we have one, two, three. We have three petals there. How about this hibiscus? Okay, so there are five. So we can see here somehow it's kind of blurred, but this is one petal, two, three, four, and five. So there are five petals in this hibiscus flower over here. Now let's get down below and look at the remaining flowers. So we have here the cosmos. How many petals does it have? Okay, so let's count. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and eight. So we have eight here for the cosmos. How about this corn marigold? Okay, so if you answered 13, actually that's the correct answer. So let's count. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we have 13 petals in this corn marigold. Now notice our answers are here. We have three, or rather one, three, 5, 8, and 13. So those are the number of petals in these flowers over here. These numbers, 1, 3, 5, 8, and 13, are actually what we call Fibonacci numbers. Okay? Fibonacci numbers. And these Fibonacci numbers are the numbers found in the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so these Fibonacci numbers we have shown, or we saw some of them. 1, 3, 5, 8, and 13 are numbers which are shown in the Fibonacci sequence over here. Okay, so they're just numbers found in the Fibonacci sequence. Now, what is this Fibonacci sequence? So don't worry, we will be defining them, why it's called Fibonacci, what is a Fibonacci, and we'll be defining them soon. So a Fibonacci sequence, you just need to understand that a Fibonacci sequence is in terms of words, every number after the first two is the sum of the two preceding ones. Okay, so the Fibonacci number or the Fibonacci sequence produces this sequence by having every number after the first two, and then it's the sum of the preceding ones. Or we may look at it as in the formula this one. Now, what is this formula telling us? So we have f of n, let n be the nth Fibonacci number. So the nth Fibonacci number is equal to the 1 before that. That's n minus 1, the Fibonacci number before that, and the Fibonacci number 2 steps before that, okay? Or even before that. So we have, to get the nth Fibonacci number, we need to look back one step um, backward, and then we're going to add that with another step backward with that number so that we can get the nth Fibonacci number. Okay, or working it recursively, we can get this by adding the two previous ones, wherein in some books they define that the first Fibonacci number and the second Fibonacci number are both one, or is both one. So in constructing them, okay, we may want to construct the Fibonacci numbers. We'll start with both ones, okay. So let's start with the 1. This is our first Fibonacci number, as stated by the definition. We'll have 1 also for our second Fibonacci number. And then by the formula, working with the formula, we can get the third Fibonacci number. So this is the first, the second. We can get the third Fibonacci number by adding the first two. So we have 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay. Now, how about the fourth Fibonacci number? We can get the fourth Fibonacci number by adding the fourth minus 1, that's the third, plus the fourth minus 2, that's the second. So adding 2 and 1 will give us 3. Notice 1 is the number of petals of a calla lily, 3 is the number of petals of a trillium. Now let's continue with this process. Again, making use of the formula, the fifth Fibonacci number is equal to the fourth Fibonacci number plus the third Fibonacci number, namely 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is the number of petals of a hibiscus flower. Continuing with this manner, so I think you got where we're going here. So to get the next Fibonacci number, we need to add 3 plus 5. That's going to give us 8. That is the number of petals of a cosmos. And then we continue. To get this Fibonacci number, we add 5 plus 8. That's going to give us 13. That's the number of a corn marigold. Or number of petals, sorry. The number of petals of a corn marigold. Let's continue. 13 plus 8 is going to give us 21. Okay, let's continue even further. 21, we're going to add 13 with that. So what number do we have? 34. Okay, then let's continue. 21 plus 34 to get the next one. We have 55. Okay, we continue with this manner. 55 plus 34 is going to give us 89. And then we continue. I think this is the last one that can fit our screen. So 89 plus 55 is gonna give us what 144, and then so on. Of course, it continues on and on. Okay, so that's how we construct our Fibonacci numbers, our Fibonacci sequence, and then all of these numbers here, and it continues on and on, are all what we call Fibonacci numbers. Okay, why are they called Fibonacci? We will learn about that in a while. To tell you as a teaser, okay, a Fibonacci is a name of a person, okay, that saw this pattern. Okay, so that's it for this video. We're gonna learn more in the upcoming videos. Hope you would like and subscribe this one so that you'll be updated for the next one. So thank you very much for watching.